how this goes. Hello, everyone. Those of you that see this later, I'm waiting for everyone to get on this live. Yes, I know. I've been out of commission for a while. I try and I try. It just doesn't work out that way. So we'll see who's coming on. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cindy. I am simply Cindy. I'm a psychic medium. So, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. And I try and I try. I really, really do. Hi. I know, Tat. Y'all are gonna well, just wait. I'll wait till everybody gets here, and then I'll let y'all know what happened. uh, but now I know why they wouldn't, and they wouldn't let David let me tell y'all when I was gonna come back on, because like everything changed. Everything. I'm not even in the same state anymore. I'm not even in the same state anymore. Hi, everyone. How is everyone doing? I'm going to be looking this way so I can see what you're writing. But I will tell you, the state I came to has shown me nothing but love. And as soon as I landed in this state, I was off and running with mediumship, off and running with readings, off and running with hypnosis. So, like, this state has shown me some love, and they're needing it, healing. There's a lot of healing going on here. Like, thank you. Isn't that cool? Yeah. And I'm still working on the setup. I kind of wanted to, like, I want to be able to do that where that's like a fireplace in the background. But I was like, I'm not trying to be perfect right now. I'm just trying to get on. I'm just trying to let y'all know where I'm at because I know all of y'all were like, again, you're going to be disappearing again. Yeah. I hope you're close to me. I wished had, no, I didn't know why I was doing what I was doing, but I was not going to stand in my way. I was like, just let's see where spirit takes you. Let's see where your higher self takes you. Let's not overthink this. You're getting to a place where like stuff is shutting down in your state where you live. It's like time to go. It's time to go. I know you love it there, but guess what? We got stuff for you over here. Yeah. How is everybody? I hope everybody's doing well. There's going to be a lot of new people here because I've been meeting a lot of new people. I'm telling you this. I haven't said the state yet, but they're known for receiving people well, but they have really received me well. So I have been off and running and busy, busy, busy. And we have like new people that are like, um, helping me. They haven't made that official yet, but sort of, it was everything that I needed. It was everything that I needed and more and more. So, hello, Amanda. Hello, Julie. Of course, Tat. I love all of you. Hello, Terry. Hello, Queenie. Cynthia. Trisha. Hope everyone's doing okay. Yeah, I have been really happy since I got here. I mean, I was really sad to leave where I was at. I've been there y'all know that. I've been there for a long time. I've been in San Diego for a long time. That's my home. Um, but it was time to go. It was time to go. Because y'all know what's happening in California. It's like really bad. It's really bad. Yeah, I think I'm doing well. How's everyone else doing? There's David. David, doesn't matter what state, country, or wherever I'm at, David's always going to be with me. Like, he didn't move here with me, but we're always connected. He's always with me. So um, I'll just wait and let everybody come aboard, say hello. Um, Again, I didn't want the background to be too perfect yet. I'm still trying to do things the right way, but I wanted to get on here because I know all of y'all are like, where the heck did she go? I'll tell you guys in a minute. I'm waiting for people to come aboard. I'm waiting for y'all. If y'all can share this out, get this out because I know people are going to be like trying to come to San Diego and I'm not going to be there to see me. uh, yeah. Hi, Cindy. How are you? I hope everyone's doing good. We have a lot of changes. You know, today is one of the, or yesterday, basically, but it's going to be for like 2, 3 weeks specifically. We have that big conjunction with Neptune and Jupiter. So there's going to be some things being revealed to people. There's going to be some, Jupiter is it's a positive planet, but it's also an expansive planet. So things could not just come to light, but it'll intensify and illuminate a lot of things for you. So yeah, lots of stuff going on. Right. Hi, Charm. How are you? Yeah, the dynamic duo. We may have a third coming on. Y'all are gonna have to meet him soon. Um, you've been missing me, thinking of me. I saw that. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, I've been thinking of you guys too. I'm not kidding. I drove here. Think I got 12 hours rest because I drove here. No, I didn't do it straight. But once I got here, I think I got 12 hours rest. I can't even remember. And then it was like bam, 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 just person after person after person. It's just kind of been like meeting people, seeing people, being introduced to people. And yeah, there's not a lot of people doing what I do here. In fact, there's probably no people doing what I'm doing here. So I understand why I need to be here now. Like it's being shown to me why I need to be here now. And I'm happy for it. I'm glad for it. So uh, yeah, lots of stuff. Hello. I was wondering where you were. I know. Yeah. So now that kind of the core group is here, I know there's going to be more people coming in. For those of you that don't know me and just joined, my name is Cindy. I am simply Cindy. I am a medium, psychic, spiritual teacher, energetic teacher. Um, and I have to say that because those of you that have known me for a long time and have been with me for a long time, you guys know, but there's going to be a lot of new people entering our group. There's going to be a lot of new people. And you guys, my core group knows, help when they ask questions. You know, I know how loving you guys are. If anybody has any questions, I know that you guys are really, studied in this stuff and can help somebody who's kind of like just getting into this. And we're going to kind of see some of that go on too. So the big reveal is I am back in the state of Texas. So I am now back in Texas. Texas has received me so well. Like they have been so open arms, so loving. Um, but that's Texas, right? But they don't have to be that way. But they have just been just loving, accommodating, helping, um, just wonderful, 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 wonderful people. Um, and though I was sad to leave my home of 28 years, in San Diego, you guys know I'm originally from Texas. I'm originally from Houston, Texas, but I am back. It's a new beginning for me. It's a very, very different than what I'm used to, but I think that's what I needed. But California is just, especially where I live, San Diego, where I'm from, it's just too expensive. Like I am not paying $5,000 a month to live someplace on top of the 2,000 here, 3,000 there. Like it's ridiculous. Nor do I want to be like charging people so much money because I'm trying to like survive. So Spirit does what they always do and they shut it down for me. Like they're like, don't get in your way, just go. Just go. And on my own faith, on knowing that my higher self, God, and the beings above, and the ones that help me are like, um, trust us, right? And so I was like, you know what? My higher self knows, and I'm going to do the one thing, because I always tell you guys, it's the one thing you absolutely do not want to do. Like the one thing that you're afraid to do is the thing that you need to do. So I had like a week, 2 weeks. I don't know. David will remember because it all kind of went so fast. I had like 2 weeks, maybe a week to get out. They said, if you can get out of your place, we'll give you all your deposit back and whatever, blah, blah, blah. So it was a better deal for me to get out quickly. And it also helped me not overthink it. So I was like, I'm out. Like, I got to go. And uh, where I'm at is a really good place. And I've met some wonderful people. And um, I'm not kidding. I set foot in Texas. I think I rested for about 12 hours, and it's been like every day meeting people. New people want readings, new people want hypnosis, new people want mediumship. There are no mediums over here. And when I looked at like the bigger mediums, they're not even like making dates to come over here. Like the bigger the ones that are on TV, the ones that are they're not even like making a way to come here. And it's time. I'm hearing from spirit. I'm hearing from, my higher self. Like it's time to heal these lands. These lands are part of me. This is my like DNA. This is where I come from, right? And it's time for the people to be healed. It's time for because they're ready. They're ready. It's time for the people to be healed. It's time for the lands to be healed. And that's kind of what they're showing me. And the people that I'm getting, I'm honored. I'm so honored to be able to be in front of people and help them. And I see the difference. And it's not me. Y'all know it's not me. It's their loved ones and it's them. It's because they're ready. I just happen to have the tools to be able to be a part of it. And I'm honored to be able to do that. So I am in Texas. I have been like traveling up to San Antonio every weekend since I got here because there are more and more people that want to see me. I'm still doing my stuff online, but I'm just kind of getting my bearings. And I think it's because Spirit's like, if we give you time, you're going to overthink it. So you got work to do. Let's go. Does all that make sense? Uh, Let me look at some of your comments. They really are. Yeah. Let's see. Was wondering where you were. Yes. Hi, Kaimi. Uh, let's see. Hi, started following you, but then I wasn't getting a notice until now. Yeah, it's because I had to move. It's because of the move. Pluto when? Yeah, exactly. Uh, she's been gone for a few weeks. Yeah. So sad. I missed you while you were here. So happy you're on your next adventure. Thank you. Thank you. Cali is expensive. I lived in Houston. Well, Pasadena. Yeah. Um, So, and thank you, Pat. Let's see. Yes, let's heal. Absolutely. So, those of you that are in California that I've been seeing for a long time, um, I'm gonna miss California, but I don't even think I'm gonna have time to. Like, it's just been going, right? So, hi, Erica. Oh, yeah, the website has been updated because I'm just finding more and more. I mean, I'm just needing. David had updated the website because I'm getting so many people, so many people. So, saying that, I want y'all to know that this is why Spirit wouldn't let me like tell you guys when I'm gonna be on next, right? David was like, you can't tell them, like you can't schedule it. You cannot schedule it. That's why, because I didn't know that I was going to have such a big change. I knew that all of us were doing big changes, but I didn't know what my big change was. But now that I'm here, I kind of see, oh, yeah, maybe I was supposed to do this. Um, well, we all do it at the time that we're supposed to do it, but I was like, yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, usually I'd be like, oh, let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can do that. And this time I was like, I'm not even getting in my way. I'm not getting in my way. I'm going to do the thing that I don't want to do, the thing that I am scared to do. That's what I'm going to do. And there has been nothing but blessings. And I'm not talking about just finance. I'm talking about people, blessings, like the people that I have met, the support that I've got. Things that are just lining up easily. Like it's amazing. That's what I want for each one of you to understand. It's like the thing, and if you can glean anything from my experience, it was the thing that scared me the most and I didn't want to do was the thing that I did. And there was so many, it's like the floods just opened up. Does that make sense? So if any of y'all are in that space where you're like, I've cleared, I've worked, I've done, I'm da da da, I know this, I'm practicing, I'm da da da, and it's still not going like you had envisioned it or saw it, I'm telling you, it's the one thing that you're afraid to do that you're not doing. But when you do it and you have faith in yourself and faith in God and faith in the universe, I mean, you don't even have to have faith in them, just have faith in yourself. Just do that, and all of a sudden, it just that energy changes and it opens up the floodgates. That makes sense. Yeah, it is very amazing. It is amazing, and I know a lot of y'all are have been in that predicament where you're like, but I've been practicing and I've been doing the work and I've been clearing and I've gotten rid of the people and I've put in some good people and it just seems to not go, it seems to not go the way that I saw or envisioned. Um, if you get out of your way, just get out of your way, do that thing that you're afraid to do, and I promise you that will happen. I promise you. So Josh says, hi, Cindy. I'm sorry I missed you when you came back to San Antonio. So everybody, this is probably going to be a new person in our group. Josh is wonderful. He is the greatest guy. You guys say hi to Josh. Welcome him in our group. Welcome all the new ones. I'm counting on you guys, you core people. If anybody has questions, if anybody needs any kind of help about anything, we've got Cindy, we've got Tat, we've got Amanda, we've got lots of people. So I'm looking up a vegan recipe for you next visit. Can't wait. Thank you. By the way, it has all it has all cooked together of what you've done for me. Did you mean a different word? uh, yeah. Thank you, Judge. He's such a sweetheart. Um, I mean, in true Texas style, I went to San Antonio. I uh, I stayed with. I don't want to say his name yet because we haven't divulged if it's going to be a position. But I guess y'all should probably know. His name is Gabriel. It's Gabe, and so I went to his. He's got a listen. If you're in San Antonio, actually, I will name his name. If you're in San Antonio, you need to. He's got an Airbnb. He's got two, but if you're going to be on the east side, then you need to like look up his Airbnb. Maybe we can have a link put in there at some point, or I'll put it in later. But if you're going to be in San Antonio, you need to stay there. He opened up his home to me, the Airbnb. I got to see clients there, and Josh is a really good friend, but he was so wonderful in Texas fashion style, came over with food to, so that we could have lunch, right? And then somebody told him, well, she's vegan. But I was like, I can just take the meat out, or I can eat the meat. I'm fine eating the meat sometimes. So that's what he's mentioning about looking for a vegan recipe for me. But it's just true fashion. It's just true Texas fashion style. Like they're so loving, they're so welcoming, they're so. It's not that Californians are not. It's not. It's just that they're not so open about it, I guess. Like Californians, they have to know you to be able to do that stuff. Where Texans are just naturally like, here you go. Of course you need to eat. Of course you need. Of course you're gonna need someplace. Of course you're gonna. I mean, Texans are just like that. So that's why I always told you guys. I'm both a Texas Cali kind of thing because I love both. They both have their good qualities to me. The thing is that y'all have to bear with me because I'm not used to the Texas heat, and y'all know I'm allergic to the sun, so I'm gonna have like to stay inside all summer. So we'll see how this goes. But I have complete trust in the universe and God that it's gonna be fine, right? Let's see. So it says, as it should. fireplaces as it should. Cynthia says, hi, sis. Well, yeah, you guys know Cynthia's in Texas too. Hi, Josh. I'm working on wrapping up stuff. Good. Uh, Hi, Mama Cindy. Hi, Josh. I'm glad everybody's saying hi to Josh. Uh, Firefly. Let's see, Tat LO. Hi, Josh. Hi, Josh. Hi, Cindy. Just got the notification. Hi, Jamie. Missed you. I missed you too. The people that want to visit for a reading can stay here. Right. Absolutely. You want to come for a reading? You want to fly in into San Antonio? I'll meet you there. Um, but I do kind of need to get his because it's an Airbnb. It's a beautiful home. It's a beautiful space. It's been blessed. I blessed it. He blessed it. You know, it's very clear. It's a beautiful space. I've done readings there. I've done hypnosis there. It's just a nice, calming, beautiful space. So I'll get you guys the link to like if you want to fly in um, and stay at that Airbnb, you'll talk to Gabriel. So let's see. It's a slower pace too. It is when it's not in the cities, but I've noticed in the cities it can be faster paced. Like you guys know I'm from Houston. That's a cosmopolitan, bigger area than San Diego, right? So um, it's like when you're in the cities, it's a little bit faster paced, but you have the option to go outside easily. It's not like living in LA where you have to like, okay, I got to do it on the weekend. You know, it's just easier to be able to go to the slower parts if you want. You know, and sometimes you need that respite. It's a lot of families going and visiting together. That's kind of how I grew up too. Like our families lived like 4 hours, 5 hours apart, and they would come up to Houston every weekend growing up, like the 5 hour trip. And it wasn't just two of them, it was like 15, 20 people would come up. I grew up with my cousins because that's just kind of the family value that they have that we have here. And so that still goes on. You know, people can visit, people go visit. It's just different. I don't know. It's just different. And again, I love Texas and I love California. I love them both. They both have beautiful qualities to them. So let's see what else it says. Hi, Cindy. Just got, oh, sorry. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Cindy. So glad you're in Texas. And I'm so blessed to have met you. Oh, it's Michael. Yes. So everyone say hi to Michael. Michael's also a new one that's going to be joining the group when he can. I'm sure Josh will when he can. But everybody say hi to Michael. Beautiful, beautiful souls. These are beautiful souls. Like you guys really need to get to know these people. And if they have any questions about stuff that I may be talking about at some point, like y'all step in. Tat, you know, Amanda, you know, like Cynthia, you know. You guys, I'm kind of counting on you to like welcome them in. And you guys know Erica, and just kind of welcome them in and help them as they need help, right? Because you know me, once spirit starts and I start channeling, sometimes the way that I'm saying it, they may not understand some of the, like some of the vocabulary because maybe they just don't understand. You know, they're not spiritual. They haven't been in this type of community. Okay, so yeah, everybody welcome Michael. um, what type of my cat wanted? Oh, to type. You were talking to Tat. So I did just want to come on here real quick. I didn't want to say too much. I'm not going to give any lessons tonight. I kind of just wanted to let everybody know where I was. Um, I mean, I will give a message because the first message was to get out of your own way, right? But the next message is for you. So I have like some Aquarians that I'm thinking about that it right now for you guys, it's going to be overwhelming. The emotions are overwhelming. Just hang in there because for so long y'all had detached from the emotions and now you're like attaching again to the emotion because that's your like superpower. You can detach from the emotions, right? You guys know that. So, like, they're saying it's going to be a little overwhelming, but it's important for you to attach back to the emotion so that you can shed this next, so that you can go into this next phase. And this isn't just for Aquarians, but this is how they're saying Aquarians can do it. But everybody is moving into that next phase. I will get on here. We have the full moon. Yeah, is it the full moon in Libra? But we have the eclipses coming. And those are big, major changes that are coming with the eclipse. So the eclipse is coming April 30th, and then another eclipse is coming May 15th. So we've got these really challenging things that are going to be going on. These sort of overwhelming things are going to be going on. And like I've told you guys before, that's kind of why my life has taken that turn that it's taken, because I've always said I want to do it and then get through it and then help everybody else do it, right? So just know that we have these eclipses coming. The solar eclipse is about new beginnings and moving in that direction. And this is fated stuff. This isn't stuff like, oh, I have to do this to get this, and I have to do that to get that. This is fate. This is like, if your path is to win $1 million, then it doesn't matter what you do. You're going to win the $1 million because it's fated for you. If your path is to find the love of your life during that eclipse, then it doesn't matter whether you go out, whether you don't go out, whether you're going to do whatever. It doesn't matter. It's fated. It's going to happen. That's what's so jarring with some people, or that's what's so jarring in life, is that because all of a sudden you're like, whoa, what the heck happened, right? So just know that at the end of April, we're going to have that one eclipse, and that stuff, like for the next month, you're going to see a lot of changes. So just be aware that that's happening to you guys. Those of you that have met me and have had readings and mediumship readings, your life is already changing, right? Your life is already like taking a turn, and that's good. But just know that you've got some good things coming at the end of April. But it's not like just one day. It's like for about a month to 3 months is when you'll see like some big changes. Some of you, it's not so big, but some of you, it is bigger because you hadn't had the change yet. And then on the 15th, you've got another. So it's almost like double. If that makes sense. So I know, row. It's nothing to fear. It's nothing to fear. It just can be a little jarring because all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, I was single and now there's the love of my life. Like what's going on with my life here, right? So it can be a little jarring. But if you guys know that it's coming, when it comes, you can smile and be like, okay, here we go. Here we go. Just like I did. I was like, all right, I don't know what I'm doing. I just know that I'm not going to stay. I know I'm going. I don't know why. I just know it's a good thing. And I'm going to trust. And I just went into it blindly, right? And it was the best decision that I've made. It was the best decision that I made, I'm telling you. Have you been to the Riverwalk in San Antonio? It's so pretty there. So because I'm from Texas, I have been, many times in my life. I haven't been there this time, but I will. And that may be a place that I want to do a group reading too. I don't know. I'm still kind of talking about it. But I am going to be looking into, because there's so many people that want to see me, that we've been sort of discussing, should we do, like me do group readings, live in-person group readings. So, yeah, we're kind of looking into that, but the Riverwalk may be that's an area I'm looking into too. So welcome, Josh and Michael. Sorry, but I'm working and listening. That's okay, Erica. Erica's a working woman. Let's see. David, he's a long-haired. Oh, sorry, it was for David. Hello, everyone. Excited for this journey. Yeah, Josh is, oh my gosh, Josh and Michael and Gabriel are just the bomb. The bomb. Hi, Josh and Michael, David, big eyes goodness. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it for sure. Aquarius here. That's right. Just be aware that things are going to change. Tat, I'm laughing at Tat because she knows. She knows. Light switch. I am 2, Michael. Let's see. My birthday, May 12th. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Ooh. So you got the birthday and the eclipse. Mm, yeah, no wonder you're saying row. Yeah, you got some stuff. Me three, Michael and Josh. I've been feeling overwhelmed. Yeah, the feeling overwhelmed. I'm telling you, it's because some of you had checked out. Some of you, and I'm not just talking about Aquarians. I'm talking about a lot of people. They checked out because there was trauma. I mean, we spent these last 2, 3 years in a pandemic, right? So there's trauma. There's things that our life doesn't look like it used to, and we're sort of trying to get used to it, right? But for some of us, we have to like detach from the emotion so that we can get through it. Right now, it's about connecting back to that emotion so that we can get some healing, right? I'm telling you, I know that I'm not saying I'm doing the healing. When I say I'm here in Texas, I'm helping. But what I'm getting from spirit is it's time for these lands and these people to have some healing, right? So, but in order to do that, we have to like attach back into the emotion. And I'll go over that in another. I mean, I've said it before in another live, but I'll go over kind of how to do that in a way that's more gentler for you. Um, yeah, but it can get overwhelming because it's all these emotions that we put somewhere else. We detached from them, and now we're going to attach back to them, and they're still there. It's like emotional, right? And so it gets overwhelming. But you can go into that just saying, okay, I'm gonna look at this one thing. I'm just gonna look at this one thing, right? And oftentimes when you look at it, it's really not as bad as you thought because you're not at that place anymore where you were hurt. You're at a different place in your life, but it's the memory that we've had for so long of that hurt, that hurt, that hurt. So our brains make it bigger than it is. And when you finally look at it and go into it, if this makes sense, it actually, I'm not saying always, but most times it's not as bad as you thought or as painful as you had envisioned in your head because you've been looking at it that way for so long. Does that make sense to people? Alyssa, oh my gosh. So, this is another one. Alyssa is here. Everybody say hi to Alyssa. She's going to be y'all's best friend. I'm telling y'all, she's the greatest. Michael, Josh, Alyssa, they're all great. Um, and hopefully one day she'll do my makeup. Hopefully one day she'll do my makeup. Maybe we could do a makeup tutorial here. Uh, but you guys say hello to Alyssa and welcome her into the group. And again, if they have any questions, you guys communicate with them, make them feel at home. If I'm starting to like channel and they don't understand what I'm saying, then sort of help them along. Check out and forget. Oh, so everybody say hi to Texas has been through so much devastating last minute. Yeah, I know. They've been through a lot. It's time. It's time for them to heal. It's time for them. Like we had a lot of people like me in California healing those lands. And now it's time to heal these lands, right? Now it's time to heal these people. And when I say that, again, it's not from my ego that I'm like, oh, I'm healing everybody. It's not that. It's that they, your loved ones on the other side, your angels, your guides, spirit, God, the universe, they are saying it's time for all of you guys to heal here. It's time to get you some healing. It's time you've been you've been crying out for it, you've been wanting it, you've been doing the best that you can because that's how Texans are. They just get up and keep moving. But it's time to actually heal so that you don't have to live in anxiety, in depression, in hurt, in pain, with your body's failing. Like it's time for the better way. Does that make sense? That makes sense. Yeah. Been dragging my feet on making a few changes. Yeah. I told you, Amanda, it's the thing that you're afraid to do and the thing that you don't want to do. That if you will just do it, just don't think about it, just do it. Um, it's going to open up a lot for you. It's going to open up a lot for you. So, um, yeah. So So hi Alyssa, hi Alyssa, hi Ashley. Oh, and Ashley too. Crystal, thank you so much, Cindy. You're welcome. Ashley too. So y'all are gonna see all these new names, and then I mean, like our group's gonna get bigger because like there's like more people I have to see. There's more people that I'm seeing, and so they're gonna be coming on too. Okay, so hi Cindy, you've been crying it out. Yikes. Yeah, Kathy, I know. It's time to like release some of that. It's time to like, but in order to release it, we have to like sit in it. And we as humans get so afraid to like, because do you guys understand what I'm saying when I'm like, it's old trauma, but we have, we don't always think about it, but when we do think about it, we remember how it was. And so it's too, like, it's too painful. But what happens is in our heads, we can make it bigger than it actually is because when it actually happened, this old trauma, you were a different person. Like, of course, you're you, but you were a different person. You didn't have the skills and the tools and the wherewithal to understand fully what was happening, what was going on, right? But you are a different person now. You have experience. You have maybe you've educated yourself. Maybe you've met people where you have a different understanding. Like you're in a different place. So when you look at that past trauma, I'm telling you, you're much stronger, you're much better. That when you look at it, and that's how spirit is, they're not going to make you do something that's going to hurt you. And oftentimes, when you look at the actual trauma, or you what I call sitting in the actual trauma, where you're like, okay, this happened and this happened. When you actually do it, you'll find, for the most part, I mean, there are exceptions to every rule, and it kind of depends on where you are on your path, but you'll find that it's that in your mind, it may be bigger than you think. It may be smaller than you actually have made it out to be. Does that make sense? So you'll go into that and you'll be like, oh wow, this isn't the way that I saw it before. This isn't the hurt that I see that I've had for a long time. Does all that make sense to you guys? It's hard though because we're afraid of it because all we've ever known is that hurts when I look at it. That hurts when I feel it. That hurts when I have the memory of it, right? But if you actually look at it, go over it, sit in it, is what I call sitting in it, you'll find that you're stronger, you're better, and you're more capable of um, healing this. And when you do, that means you've understood the experience and the lesson of it. And what have I always said about that? Once you do, you'll never have to do that again. It'll be gone. It just sort of, you release it, and that was a lesson, and that is no longer, and it made you who you are, and you're okay. You're much better, and you feel better, and you're lighter. And then whatever aches and pains are coming from that, or disease that's coming from that, sort of just goes away. Right? Does that make sense? All that makes sense. But it's okay to drag your feet. It's okay not to want to look at it. It's okay. You'll do it when you're ready. You'll do it when it's time. That's not the faded stuff. The faded stuff is different. The faded stuff is these energies, the planets, the stars, these frequencies are here to make sure that you're on the path that you said you wanted before you came to this life. Does that make sense? So it's almost like, okay, we're gonna do it here. It's time for you to do that, right? All that makes sense. So let's see. Yes. Okay, good. So much better than a year ago. So it's healing. Yeah, and it takes time. It takes time. And then there are those that are like, I thought I was healed. I thought I did that. I thought I understood that, but they're seeing it in a different way because they're healing that last part. They're they're healing that residual. That makes sense. Yeah, this exciting. Yeah, but you'll release when you're ready. Again, they're not going to make you do anything you don't want to. Your higher self is not going to make you, if you're not ready, you're not ready. And that's okay. And give yourself permission um, to be okay with that. Like, give yourself love, give yourself understanding. This is the thing. y'all all know how to be loving and kind and giving to everybody else, but I don't understand why y'all can't show yourselves the same favor. Like you have you're so good at loving others and giving to others and giving freely and genuinely, but when it comes to yourselves, you hold yourself to this higher standard and then you don't give yourself love. Like you're okay if somebody messes up and you're like, oh well, it's okay, and you help them, right? But if you mess up, oh my god, like you're so hard on yourself. You're so hard on yourself. You guys have to learn how to love yourselves and be kind to yourselves. Yeah, because you're really good at giving and loving others, but maybe in this lifetime you're supposed to learn to love you. Maybe, you know, because what happens is when you learn to be kinder to you and love you, you attract that type. You attract that energy. Does that make sense? But we often do it the opposite way. We're like, but I'm a good person. But I'm like, I'm helping. But I want to, you know. But then we don't do it to ourselves, right? And if we're all one, if we're all part of the one, then when we hurt ourselves, we're hurting them. When we hurt ourselves, you're hurting the people that are around you and on this earth. Remember, we talked about, I mean, I didn't talk about it on this live, but when I first got back on, we talked about, you know, the percentage of people, like it takes one person in the state of acceptance to help 375,000 people. Just the energy, just your vibration can help that many people. um, so I'll go over that again in another live. We'll talk about that. I don't want to put too much out today. I just wanted to kind of get the group together, have some people introduced, let Texas know that I'm so happy to be here, and I feel honored to be here. I feel honored that I get to meet and be a part of the healing for people and in the state and this land. And you guys know if you want a reading with me or need anything from me, go to my website, simplycindy.com. But I just kind of wanted to get everybody together. So let's see what's say. I totally understand. This is exciting. Yes, I agree to this life. It's that mom guilt. Yeah. Uh, does part of this fate thing have to do with the Jupiter Neptune conjunction in Pisces? So the Jupiter Neptune conjunction in Pisces, uh, yeah, I mean it all has to do there. It's all connected, right? But that happened. It started yesterday. It's going to be going on for a couple of weeks. Um, just know that where Jupiter and Neptune are, if you look at the planets, like this is Jupiter, this is Saturn, and this is Neptune. But Neptune and Jupiter are conjunct, which means they're kind of having the conversation, but they can't have the conversation without Saturn. Saturn is I call him Daddy Saturn because he's the father. He's the one that brings things into the material. So I'm gonna kind of go off on the astrology part real quick. Neptune, think about Neptune as the outer layer that hasn't formed into physicalness yet. So our dreams, our illusions, our fantasies, the things that we get inspired to do, right? And Saturn is the planet that sort of you have to do work to make it be physical, right? And then Jupiter is the planet of expansion and it brings luck and it wants to like have you help that form, but it also has inspiration in there. Where Neptune has the inspiration where it's just like, oh, I would love to be, the model or the actress or whatever. Jupiter would be like, I want to be the model. That means I'm going to go to modeling school. That means I'm going to do the work. And that means that it's going to come to fruition, right? Where Neptunian is sort of like, it has no boundaries. It hasn't formed yet. Okay. But just know that all those three planets, you'll be inspired to do some things. This is why I'm telling you this. You'll be inspired in the next couple of weeks to do some things. You may see some things that come to light that you get clear about. If you use the Neptunian energy, it may not come to fruition. If you use the Neptune where you get the inspiration, Saturn where you know what to do with it, and Jupiter, which helps you expand it and gives you like, in that case, it would be like, oh, I was at the right place at the right time to meet the right person to be able to do this and get what I want. Does that make sense? All that is that energy that you can use together. That all that makes sense? I hope that makes sense. You can use it and that doing that, because you know how spirit works, you know how the energy works. Doing that, say you're seeing it, you're coming to terms with it, you're doing what you need to do with it, and then all of a sudden you have the faded stuff. Like all of a sudden it's April 30th and May 1st, and then you just happen to be faded somewhere to be able to get what you actually dreamed of. Does that make sense? I took off work today, felt so drained. Yeah, even though I know it's a bad situation, love, love, love. That is all we need. Yes. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you, Cindy. And thank y'all again. I hope to get to know everyone better. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Cindy. You're welcome. All right. So, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I just kind of wanted to get everybody together. Please share this out. Let Texas know I'm here. Um, I'll get you guys the link to Gabe's Airbnb. If y'all want to come see me, we can make arrangements. Y'all want to fly in? Because I know some of y'all are crazy like that. You'll just fly in from anywhere. I've had people fly in from Dubai. I've had people fly in from Norway. I've had people fly in from Germany. I've had people fly in from Japan to come see me. So if y'all want to do that, you're welcome to. Shoot me an email. You can do it at simplycindy.com. Yeah, shoot me an email and we'll kind of get it together. All right. I love you, love you, love you. I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Have a good evening.